Should we share the pen script screen?
Maybe, but we should just start by playing. Hello, everybody. It's Thursday, and after many moons away, we're back with a live stream. And it's so exciting and awesome to be here. As always, let us know if you can't hear us or see us or anything like that happens, because we don't know.
We're figuring it out. We're figuring it out. We're learning how to do this. Check it out. I hope it works. Hope it works. Here we go. What? So this is what we were just looking at. I've never played You Are My Sunshine on an Isabai before.
Yeah.
So we were just in real time reading these diagrams on the screen.
Yeah. Should we just do one more time, just the opening? If you go to the bit that has the chorus on, which is really the best bit.
That's the best bit.
So if you have an Isabai, you could totally play along with us. 1, 2.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know how much I love you. Please don't take the sunshine away.
But as someone like Addie just said, what? My Isabai is at home and I'm out at the office. What are we gonna do, babe?
What are we gonna
If only there
do?
was a website called the Handpan ChordBook that could solve exactly this problem.
What's the Handpan ChordBook, Rosie?
I made it, and this is a launch party, so if you're watching and you don't know, welcome. So the idea is I wanted to be able to play cover songs on the handpan, and the problem is everybody's got a different handpan. Everybody's got a different scale. Amy's moving me nearer to the camera so that I don't look off in the wrong direction. So I invented a website with an amazing website designer, Chris Lau. Give up, please, just everyone, a round of applause for Chris Lau, because he had to learn loads of stuff to make this website work. And so it's a website for covers for handpan players. You can find a bunch of songs on there, and I'm adding new songs all the time. And you can change it up. Ooh. So we've got the song on the week there. We'll touch on that in a minute. We've got different ways you can support as well, but mainly we've got a massive list of songs. So this one, we found it in the 4-chord songs, I think. You Are My Sunshine in the 4-chord songs.
Here it is.
And in we go. So it's a little list of things that you can play. But what? Maybe you don't have an E sub I. I mean, why would you? Well,
Because it's the best scale.
Yeah,
That's
you
why you
should
would.
so supposing you're here with your D chord and you want to learn how to play it, change the ding from E
What?
to
To
D.
D.
Yes, change the mode or the scale or whatever it's called.
To chord K. Where is
It's
K?
at the top.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G,
We've
H,
got
I,
our
J, K.
special ones at the top.
Oh.
Go to the top. Yeah.
Oh, common scale.
Got the good ones up there.
Oh. We've got 10 noters, haven't we?
Yeah. And
Alright.
it's changed the key around. So it's changed to a key that's going to work. So it's going to sound different, but also in another way, very much the same.
Now it's an F.
Yeah. And if I was you, I would change sharps to flats up at the top.
Sharps to flats. Oh, because we've got a B flat and a D
Mhm.
chord. We don't have
Exactly.
an A sharp.
Which makes it just look nicer. At first, it didn't have that feature, and my music theory brain just couldn't cope, and I was getting really sad. So
Can I make these diagrams bigger because I've got bad eyes?
yes, you can click on that plus button
I
next to the circle. Were you genuinely asking?
was genuinely asking.
I feel like for the person that's demoing the website, you don't really know the functionality of the website.
Well, I've been on tour. I haven't
Oh my
had a chance
gosh,
to
have
use it.
you?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
actually,
we've only got one code. Oh no, we haven't. Yes, we have.
you have been telling people about it. I bet, but if you are here because Amy has told you about this website,
Hi,
give us a
Abby.
wave in the chat because
I know there's
'Cause-
a couple of you.
she is an awesome. What do you call it when you big someone else up?
Cheerleader. We've got who is here? We've got a few folks. Okay. Anyway.
Okay.
Sorry.
So if you want to go down to the chorus just for clarity, now I've got a different pan on my lap. You are my.
I have to find the key. Hold on. Keep going. Take my sunshine away.
My sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Okay, but that's a bit low for me.
Oh my gosh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, if you scroll back up.
It's like we planned this.
We didn't.
We genuinely didn't.
About 6 o'clock, I was like, wait, should we have planned this?
I'm just gonna put it down a little bit as well.
Thanks.
Oh.
So it says use suggested key up there, and
Oh yeah.
the software goes in and it understands your pan, your scale, which key is going to work the best to give you the most amount of chords. But if you know, for example, Amy knows that she likes to sing in C major, so she can just change that, and we're going to get C major, and let's see if that feels a bit better. Now, if you scroll back, oh yeah, you can see we've got a little red chord in there.
Oh,
See that?
here, yeah.
Yeah. Don't panic. I've had a lot of users be like, oh my gosh, if it's red, do I have to cry? No, you don't. It just means that you might not have every single one of the notes. So in this case, we've got a G. We don't have a B. So maybe Amy might hold that handpan on her lap and
Yeah, I can do
very
that.
obligingly play a B every time it comes up. So it just means that you can't play every single note on your handpan. But our ears are so clever; they literally just notice the notes that aren't there and kind of glaze over them. They fill them in, they skip over. So if you don't have all of the notes, don't worry. If you find that you open up a song and it's only red and those circles look pretty empty, then maybe that's more of a case to worry. Yeah. So now we're going to try it.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
And just to check, if you go back up and choose a selected scale, like say C sharp, which if we know our theory, we know there's not a lot of sharps on this handpan.
You mean on this
Your
still on?
suggested key, yeah. Then we get some diagrams that look not so easy to play. You can see how there's a lot of red and there's not a lot of notes on there. It would sound like this if we tried to play it.
Where's the chorus? Where's the chorus? Here it is.
Well, it doesn't sound great, does it? So this is a good example of what not to do. So if you click through something and you get loads and loads of red, really super empty diagrams, just try playing around with the suggested key. Like you might find one that works better. The software's pretty good, but it's not perfect.
Yet.
Yet.
It's still very fresh.
Yeah. So I think we've got some questions coming through over on
let's have a look,
chat.
see, shall we? I think everyone's just chatting.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
This is a good one. Sarah on Wednesday.
Hello.
Sarah,
Today is Thursday.
Oh. If you click it, it might come up.
Oh.
I have a hard time with the notes, but I only play the lowest notes. I don't quite understand which to play. Okay, great question. Yeah, so if you see something like that F chord on our first example, we have so many notes we can play. All of them. And if you have bottom notes, it gets even more complicated. Okay, so I personally don't know how to play 5 notes at the same time. So instead, it's just like going up to the buffet. You just choose a few of the things that you want to play. So I can make a really good F chord with just 3 notes. But if I want to, I can make a pretty good F chord with just 2 notes. Or maybe even just 1 note. Because our brain is really clever. So I suggest to people that they play kind of the nearest notes to them if they're not sure. But sometimes your hand is just in such a position that it makes sense to play certain notes. Or, oh, this is pretty good. Okay, so I had this F chord. And I can play all the notes, but only by moving my hands. And I want to impact all at the same time. Something awkward is happening. So instead, when I'm playing the song, I'm just going to choose a couple. You are my sunshine, and it makes a really different type of sound if I play my lower notes. Or I can play my higher notes. It's still the same chord, but it gives a kind of different feeling. The main thing about PanScript is not to be scared of it. I think people sometimes look at that diagram and they're like, what, but I've already got 2 hands. How can I play all of those notes? But if we play along, say we play that chorus and I literally play only 2-note chords with Amy singing, you're going to see that you can make it work with as little energy input. What am I trying to say here? As unoverwhelming, as whelming as possible.
As whelming.
So I could just play two notes for these chords. 1, 2.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy.
Oh, sorry. Put it back in the high.
You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
you.
Or even, should we try the one note version?
Yeah, all right.
1, 2, 3.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Yay! So I think it's a really helpful tool for beginners because it makes you're forced to use your ears a tiny bit, but you can play along literally with one note. So when I do this live in classes, you get some people who are playing all of the notes and some people who are just playing one note, but it all works together because a chord just fills in. Oh, yes, Barry has said it perfectly. Ears can fill in the gaps like our eyes do. Will you click on that one?
Ears can fill in the gaps.
Ears can fill in the gaps like our eyes do. Title of my new album. Also, hi Barry, haven't seen you in ages. Also, okay, have we got any other questions in there? I love all the chat that's going on. It's awesome.
Sarah says, thank you. I started playing Intergalactic by Beastie Boys. Ooh, yes, but stopped because I thought I was doing it
Incorrectly.
I think this makes sense. Brilliant. All right, well, we need to add that to the... you need to add that.
The royal we. I know. I mean, it's literally only me that puts songs on there, but I've started saying we because I think it sounds more like website-y.
It's true.
It's like it's just me in my bedroom with a piano, like.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right.
Also,
Cool.
well, someone said I'd love to hear that, which maybe brings us nicely onto the next element. So I asked some of my friends and some people to submit some videos of themselves using the chord book, and I'd love to share a few of them with you for a little party. So yeah, I guess
first.
if you're watching on Instagram, you should probably head over to YouTube for this bit because otherwise you're not going to see anything. Let's do it in the order they came in. So we're going to start off with Lachlan Hawkins. He's in Australia. And we met him.
So it's going.
So hype him up first. He's a great player. We had a lot of fun at panels hanging out, and him and this other guy called Suf, they were doing what they called Handpan ChordBooks, where people were just calling out songs and they were playing them, which is why there's some fantastic people to champion the website. So I was really glad that Lockie was up for doing it, and he runs Brisbane Handpan Academy. And so if you're in Australia, check him out. He's just a generally great guy. And here's a video. Let us know if you can't hear it because we can't tell.
In times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be.
Yeah!
Woo! Claps for Lucky! Long range claps for the guy! And if you want the chance to be featured on the Handpan ChordBook, you totally can be. So you can invite people as a collaborator. So he just went on @Handpan ChordBook on Instagram, where you should definitely subscribe if you haven't already. And that was, well, I mean, we talked about it first, I guess. So maybe send me a message before if you're planning to do it. But yeah, that's the Instagram for it. And you can see there's a few other special guests coming up to be featured and loads of cool stuff on there. Yeah.
I'm just going to show, look, ta-da!
There he is. He's on the side.
He's on the website. What?
What?
Oh, that's me. I'm on the website.
Do you want to do your songs?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Should we do one of my songs in a key that I don't know?
Okay, yes, this is such a fun idea.
Okay.
What pad?
Okay, so we're gonna go on the website, we're gonna find one of my songs.
Should we do Earth Teachers?
Yeah, we can do the Earth Teachers. And we're gonna do it in a key on a handpan that I don't
How about
I've never played it on.
G Pygmy? Have you played it on a G low pygmy?
Have I got a G low pygmy?
Isn't that what that is?
No, that's an F low pygmy.
How about an F low pygmy?
Yeah, we could do it on an F low
Can we
pygmy.
try that? Does that feel challenging enough?
That feels very challenging, yes.
What am I gonna do? I'm just gonna dance when it's happening.
Well,
Yeah, we can get on to the next level of thing in a minute.
So let me show you what I'm doing right now. There must be a quicker way to do that. So this is the Earth Teachers on a D chord in F, but we're going to try it on an F low pygmy. F3, is that in, yep, common scales?
F low pygmy, and it gives you the custom scale. It's already in flats, which is what we want it to
And
be.
it's suggesting A flat major.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Oh, we've got some chords that we haven't got the full chord.
But that's okay, don't panic. I've already talked about don't panic when you get on that.
Don't panic. I'm not. Okay, I won't panic. Oh, but we want us on the screen as well. How do we make sure we're on the screen too?
Dunno. Picture in picture. Hey,
Hello! I feel like it didn't look like that before.
Well,
That's okay.
who knows?
Okay.
Sight reading this song, which you do know quite well, I guess. Quick question, do you play with the lowest note centered or do you play split?
I play with the lowest note centered.
Okay, cool, because if people don't, just in case they don't, they can change it to
Oh!
split. But if they do,
Cool.
right.
It might be quite low. Like the trees, I'll dance in the wind. I'll grow in the rain. I'll offer my shade. Like the mountain, I'll always stand strong. And should the earth tremble, I'll go taller when it all. Thank you, scroller. Like the clouds, I'll float through the sky. And with each passing moment, I'll let it go by. Like the water, I'm always up alive. And our love was a reflection of the beauty in your eyes. Don't know my own song anymore. Cause this is what the earth teaches me. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. This is what the earth teaches me. Na 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 na. Na na na.
I also don't know your song.
That's great.
Okay, cool.
That's awesome.
So we've got that there, but you also, do you think you remember those chords? We could do a little screenshot or something.
Yeah.
Because something we haven't tried or I didn't prepare you for is if I get the F astronaut,
Yeah.
another pan, which I also don't know how to play this song on.
Oh, because that's in the same key.
It's in the same key.
But it's a different layout.
So let's see if it's going to work.
Okay, maybe I will need a screenshot of this though.
Yeah. Which proves that she really doesn't know it.
Or we could just open another window, I suppose.
Oh yeah, but our friends won't be able to see it, but that's fine.
Well, they won't be able to see my. Well, okay.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I just need these 4 chords basically.
Yeah. Spoiler: it's the same 4 chords.
If you ever want to learn an Amy Naylor song, they're actually really easy.
Just learn 4 chords.
And a lot of them are on the Handpan ChordBook, which is great. Okay, what am I doing?
Dang, I bet people wish that there was a way that they could learn them in more detail, though.
Oh, well, funny you should say that. So, here's what's happening. The Handpan ChordBook is an amazing, completely free resource, which is incredible and generous and amazing, but also you've paid for all this completely out of pocket. And that's wild.
Yeah.
Because you're not a coder and you needed to hire Chris to do that for you.
And I paid Chris because he is an excellent, professional, wonderful man who deserves to be paid.
Absolutely. So we're looking for ways to monetize.
Yeah.
And one of those ways is donations or Patreon, but another one is I have filmed a course that teaches 3, maybe 4, maybe 3 songs from my album, The Earth Teaches. Those 3 songs are on the chord book, but in the course, I'm actually teaching like the ways that I would play it or different ways to use those chords, and it goes a little bit more in depth. Eventually that'll be released together in collaboration, and some of that money will go towards helping fund and support the chord book. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
Yay!
Or in the meantime, you could become a patron of me. That would be a fun
Yes.
thing you could do. If you want to support it, there's a bunch of different ways. And yeah, I'm getting the Patreon getting set up. It's got a nice space for you to put in some songs that you might want to be suggested, or I do something called Song of the Week every week. So on a certain level, you can request your song, and we'll put it. Well, I'll consider it. See, I did it again. We.
It's you.
I'll consult my team.
Ta-da!
Yeah, so you can see some bits on there. Got some songs of the week on there.
Oh, but you can't see it because I'm not a paid member.
Oh, you're not a paid member.
No, sorry.
Rude. Imagine if you were. That would be so weird.
Okay, so what was the plan?
I'm gonna learn it on low astronaut.
Okay, so we need
On whatever it's called, astronaut.
astronaut. Share screen. Where did it go? The Earth Teaches by me neither.
So we're gonna change that up for F astronaut.
Is it on here?
If it's not, it might be called Rav astronaut. It might be called astronaut.
Astronaut. Astronaut.
Cool.
Cool. Oh, and the video on this is of Ibni playing at
Oh my
Epsom
gosh.
Village.
Ibni is an incredible young player. Ibni rocks. If you haven't checked him out already, he really does rock.
This is an audience bigger than any audience I've ever played in front of, and he is 9 years old in this video playing The Earth Teaches. Incredible. All right, okay, so you have.
So I'm gonna have a go. I'm gonna take the challenge.
So you're gonna play the Rav. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna play this.
Do you want to go to the ending bit, or should I play the whole song?
No, we'll just go to the ending bit.
You know the words.
It's easy. It goes na 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 na. This is what the earth teaches me. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. This is what the earth teaches me. Na na na. Na na na. Get too confident.
Do you know the word?
Like the trees, I'll dance in the wind, I'll grow in the rain, I'll offer my shade. Like the mountain, always stand strong, and should the earth tremble, I'll grow taller with it all. Like the clouds, I'll flow through the sky, and with each passing moment, I'll let it go by. Like the water, I'll always offer light, and I'll act as a reflection of the beauty in your eyes, of the beauty in your eyes, 'cause this is what the earth teaches me. Na na na, na na na. This is what the earth teaches me. Na na na, na na na.
Nailed it. Incredible. So we never tried that song before on these two handpans. We never tried any of that. I didn't even warn him we were gonna do it. But hopefully it shows how, okay, we're not beginner handpan players,
No.
but that was the first time we've done any of that, which hopefully inspires, gives confidence, gives joy to people. I don't know. Yeah.
You can do it too.
If you've got a song that you'd like us to try, why don't you head over to the Handpan ChordBook and pick one from there? You could choose an easy one. No, not that. A song that's already on the website though. Just for now.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Let us know. No, good, excellent banning.
Cute.
Amy was like, shall I sit next to the computer so I can do all the clicking?
I like doing the clicking. I like to feel helpful.
When I do it, I always get confused and push the wrong button. So yeah, head over to the core book and set us our next challenge, something that we could try on a key or a scale.
I didn't write that on a banner.
Well, we didn't decide we were going to ask them. But yeah, and also, bye Bessie, thanks for coming.
Hi, Bessie.
And Grant has said your website is fully accessible to someone who uses a screen reader and is blind, which is
amazing.
really good.
Wow.
I'm so pleased to hear that.
Cool.
Accessibility is awesome.
Well
Thank you, Grant. Yeah, so in the meantime, should we watch another video?
Yeah, let's do that. What would you like to watch?
We watch Natalia?
Natalia is
one of them.
this one, maybe?
Maybe. Yay!
Hi, my name is Nitya Lila. This is powered by Handpan ChordBook by Rosie Bergonzi. Woohoo! They paved paradise, put up a parking lot with a pink hotel, a boutique, and a swinging hot spot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. They took all the trees, put them in a tree museum. Then they charged the people $1.50 just to see them. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. Hey, farmer, put away the DDT now. Give me spots on my apples and leave me the birds and the bees. Please, don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. Late last night I heard the screen door slam. Then a big yellow taxi took away my old man. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. Shoo up 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 up, shoo up 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 up, shoo up 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 up, shoo up 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 up.
She's awesome. She's currently, I believe, as we speak, at the very first ever Philippines Handpan Festival.
Oh, it's happening now.
Now or now adjacent.
Cool.
Yeah, which is awesome. And she teaches a bunch, and she said that she's been using Panscript to teach new students. In fact, she asked me, she was like, Rosie, would you mind if I use Panscript to teach students? And I was like, yes,
Yay.
please do, please do.
Did you talk about Panscript?
Oh, so Panscript is what the notation is called. So I also invented the circle with the lines through. Yeah, you know circles?
The circle with the lines through.
Kind of invented circles. It was so fun. Like, you saw some of the early versions of it, didn't you?
Yeah.
The very first version that I was starting to use, it was in a square. And it was like lines coming off of a square. And do you remember you looked at it and you were like, yeah, it's good, but it's a bit unclear. And then all I changed was I put it in a circle instead of square, and you're like, oh, that's genius. That's brilliant. That
Handpan's
one's
around.
well. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's so funny now, like looking back, and the initial drawings, like they were just lines, which is, you know, it seems obvious now, but like the kind of trial and error of the whole thing. And that was really inspired because a few years ago I got a funding from the Royal Philharmonic Society, which is also the reason why I met Amy. So we love them. We love the RPS for many reasons. And they wanted you to talk about what you were going to do with the grant, but also talk about like kind of your dreams of where you might take this project like in the future. And so I said, designing a notation is something that I want, like, it's like a stretch goal. And they did it.
Did it?
And they were like, that sounds really cool. You should definitely do that. Oh yeah, so why did you decide to use the circle with the lines? Good question. Like, and some people do know different notation systems, like they use numbers or letter names. I wanted something really universal, really like immediately pickupable. Because I find the numbering system like 1, 2, 3. It is okay, but it's kind of difficult because I like to use the numbers to mean things in harmony. Like in my music theory brain, 1 is always like do, like the 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Like that just makes so much more sense to me than numbering around. So once I'd kind of decided that in my mind, like I do use that system and I think it's helpful. There's definitely reasons for it and times to use it. But I wanted something that just really visually shows where the chords are. So this seemed like a good way to just be instantly accessible. Like I've given this notation to my housemate who is musical but doesn't play handpan, and she was able to pick it up like super quickly, just get the idea of it, because I treat it just like pressing buttons, like big one in the middle, bong, the one down here, bing, bong, bong. And I think because harmony kind of exists like this way in music, it's like lots of ideas stacked on top. So I find that a lot easier to demonstrate than whatever it would be like 1, 4, 6, 2, 7. Like, do you know what I mean? Like that for me is way harder to read. And I'm not trying to say that this is the only way of using notation, but I do want to help provide like different options, because sometimes people are like mad at me. They're like, why didn't you just use the numbers? And I'm like, if the numbers works for you, that's great. But for me, I want to do something slightly different. So hopefully if it works for you too, let me know. And if it doesn't, don't let me know. No, I'm just kidding.
It works for me, especially on like a website. Like if you're trying to learn like words as well at the same time. For me, for my brain, seeing words on a page and numbers on a page is just like information overload, and then I can't work out what's happening.
Yeah.
Whereas if it's words and then a picture that looks like what is happening in front of me, I don't know, it just kind of, I don't even have to think about the pictures.
Yeah.
Like there's no thought process happening. There's
you
just,
can actually read it
Yeah.
in that way, like similar to guitar tab. You just read, or I mean, I guess I invented a notation system because I come from sheet music land, and I find it frustrating if you can't write down things in some way, record them in some way. Yeah,
cool.
good question.
Sweet.
Keep them coming.
Okay. I know we don't know it.
Do you want to try it?
I kind of want to try.
Okay. Yeah, we asked for suggestions of songs we could try, and then immediately got one that we actually don't really know.
Don't know the song, but I do know the first 2 lines of the song.
That's good.
Everybody does.
Should we start? What should we do it on? E is the bio.
I have no idea. Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
All right. So I'll show you what we're doing. So
Someone said AC/DC.
Sarah's asked, can we play AC/DC on the handpan? AC/DC is here on the chord book.
Yeah, you might have to search it.
AC/DC.
Don't know if it's going to enjoy the lack of slash.
AC.
Nice.
AC/DC. Okay. This is the only AC/DC song on the website so far.
So far, I mean,
And
I see the people are crying out for more AC/DC.
Okay, so we're in D here. Should I put it in E?
Yeah. What's the bias?
E. Is it
It's up for it's in the specials.
in the specials? Do the first 2 lines. Wait, we're not in the picture. Ta-da!
Get the picture?
But they're all power chords, aren't they? I feel embarrassed.
No.
Peggy Black! Hit the sack! It's been too long. I'm glad to be back.
This is great.
Yeah.
I love this.
From the news. Let's get me hanging. I don't know that line.
I bet.
I have no idea how that line goes. And then you spin around in circles on the floor.
With a handpan. Think anyone's ever done that?
That needs to happen. Okay, there you go. That's all you're getting.
Nailed it.
That's
See,
all
you
you're
nailed
getting.
it.
That's it.
See, and, that's the great thing about the chord book. You don't even need to know the song. It's fine.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
No
great.
problem.
Thanks.
What's this?
Right. Now we've got an answer to that question. Yeah. I'm gonna answer that question next. And the question is how do you do? Hey, it's Chris, guys! Big up for Chris! He is the designer! Chris Lau, we love you! If you haven't yet said how good you think this website is, now is a really great time to type it in the chat so Chris can see it and feel like all of the hours that he spent. Chris, if you want to chime in with like the hardest bit, I feel like it was the mode detector. You're welcome to do that. But yeah, if you want to let Chris know how much you enjoy the chord book, please don't let him know any improvements right now because he's tired. Okay, so I'm getting warm. I'm going to take off this Amy Naylor hoodie to reveal.
This is my merch, by the way.
What?
You can buy it on my website.
And it's Phil. Handpan Phil's in it.
Hey, Handpan Phil.
To reveal a Super Bloom t-shirt.
Oh.
I didn't go to Super Bloom, but my girlfriend did.
And there are some Super Bloom ladies in the chat.
My girlfriend went to Super Bloom, and all I got was this t-shirt. Yeah. Okay. Right. So, also speaking of things Amy got, do you want to chat about what's down there?
Yeah. All right. Oh,
It's the moon.
it's the moon.
On the moon.
I got sent this gorgeous little Rav Moon while I was away. I arrived home to it.
Mhm.
It's tiny, it's really light, and I have absolutely no idea what scale it is. No idea.
Yeah. So, yeah.
And it's beautiful. It's like intense.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cabot. We've just been hanging out with Cabot. Right, so I figured, what could we do? So I got my handpan, I just got a piano first, and so I listened to the notes and tried to work out what the notes were. And then I was like, wait, the internet's gonna know. If there's a tagline for my website, it's the internet's gonna know. So someone said, what's the moon scale? Well, we weren't really sure, but eventually I figured out it was...
Oh, we need to share the screen.
Oh, sorry, this is where you're in charge of the clicking things. I'll play some light music. So, not that one.
Not
The one to the left of it. Oh, in the next tab. Sorry. Yay! My mum's here.
Oh.
Hi, Mum.
Hey. This one.
Yes.
I'm sure there's a quick way to do this.
So I just headed over to what Rav says the scale is because I was like, why am I trying to use my ears or anything? So then if you copy that list of notes, you can see it they provide you with. And one thing they do is they put the numbers on, which is a tiny bit annoying for our purposes, but that's fine. So copy that list of numbers and then head over to Handpan ChordBook.
Oh, but this shares by a window.
Oh, sorry. I'll just play.
Okay, so I've copied the thing. Hi, we're back. And now I'm going to the chord book.
This is so chaotic. That's no moon.
Are we going to
handpan.
play Back in Black?
No. Let's play like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star,
Okay.
which is Song of the Week, guys.
Oh, so I could just scroll
You can
down
just scroll
here.
down and find it there.
and find it here.
Okay, so
Is this still answering this question?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you see, there's all those selected things, but also there's custom scale. If you click that, if you check that box, then you can change it up. So delete what that is and paste that. And we're going to need to get rid of those letters. And if you zoom out a tiny bit, you'll actually see it happening in real time. You see that diagram up to the right? That's where all those letters are appearing. It's coming.
Ta-da!
Nice. And so now, we didn't know what this was about 20 minutes ago. Found it online. Now let's see if I can play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star using a Rav Moon. Oh my god! It's a moon! The moon and the stars.
The moon and the stars.
Okay, let's do it.
We're so easily pleased, though.
We are. I think that's one of our best features, actually. Do you want you want to put it on the oval one for comparison? So you could all check in real time if I'm playing the right notes.
Twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you
It's so cute. It's so cute.
Now, see, when I got that, when that first arrived, I was like, oh, this is a beautiful scale. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with it. Like, I'll probably just kind of potter around and enjoy it, but not play like anything specific. Because I just assumed it was, I don't know, you just make assumptions, don't you, about scale sometimes.
Yeah.
You're like, it's beautiful, but it's not like a full scale, so I can't do anything with it. But
Mhm.
you can!
Yeah, no, totally. I mean, people say is there a best pan for covers? And sure, something like a Kurd or a Sabai, which has one of every single note, it's got some kind of A, some kind of B, some kind of C, etc., is helpful. Whereas if we see the custom scale, see, and also I don't actually know what I'm playing. Like, just to be clear,
Yeah, you don't
like,
know what the notes are.
I don't know what the notes are. I don't need to know what the notes are. Yeah.
What are we doing?
Seeing what the actual pictures are on this pan, we see it's got some gaps in. It doesn't have one of every single note. It hasn't got any kind of B. It hasn't got any kind of, and yeah, maybe we can go to sharps actually to make that even clearer.
Sharps.
The top.
Where do I do that?
At the top, on the left,
And the
lefter,
top?
topper, lefter, topper, there, downer, there.
Oh yeah.
So you can see quite clearly what notes it has on it. You can see it hasn't got a B. It hasn't got any kind of a. Oh, that's all that's missing. A, B, C. It hasn't got. Oh, it's got a D. Yeah, great. Okay, but some pans like Pygmies, they've got a lot of gaps. They skip out a lot of notes, which can be a problem for playing tunes, but actually isn't necessarily a problem for playing chords. So don't feel, oh, I can't play based on this. Some stuff like Hijazes does give us a bit more of an issue, in which case, I'm sorry, but you can still do quite a lot with any pan, really.
Yay.
Someone's got a question. Yeah, the Rav Moon, it has got a wooden plug on the bottom. Was that the question?
Mm-hmm.
It is so light.
Yeah, it's wild.
I nearly like threw it up like a baby. Woo!
And it's the tongues themselves are really funky shapes.
Moons. It's the moon.
Very cool.
Yeah. So in answer to your question, Spirit Through Steel, what if your pans mode is not on the chord book? It doesn't matter. You can just input it as a custom scale, as long as you know what the notes are on your handpan. If you don't, I really can't help you. I'm sorry.
But you can look it up, or like you can use a keyboard to figure it out.
You can look it up, or use a guitar tuning app. Like if the guitar tuner hears the note, sometimes it says G, B, whatever like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or I've got a bunch of videos exploring all different scales, so maybe check that out. Yeah. Teach you how to play the chords.
Sorry, I've just seen a comment from Phil that says it should say the scale on the word, which I didn't even know that.
Oh, great.
We spent so long on the website comparing it to all the
I was
sound
like
models.
trying to listen to it.
It says it right there.
That's really helpful, Phil.
Thanks, Phil.
So yeah, if you don't know what your scale is, maybe use your eyes. That's a really helpful tip. This is why Phil is. Can we take a second to congratulate Phil on being a moderator of at Handpan Village? He is such a legend. Big up, Phil. Incredible. Well deserved. Keep up the nice, good things.
Should we hear another?
Is there another thing? Should we hear Christian?
Yeah.
So Christian's great. He's also in Australia, and he's about to do some residencies. We stayed at his place in Avoca.
Sorry.
And so yeah, if you're anywhere near Melbourne, around that side of Australia, and you want some lessons and some workshops, look him out. Look him up. Look out for him. And he did a super nice cover of Stand By Me for us. my beat. Super good. Awesome stuff. Someone's got a question. Why are some chords marked in red and some in black?
Excellent question.
Yes. Should we go for a curd or something? Yeah, let's open this in curd maybe.
Okay.
Is that gonna work?
Probably. Don't know. Is it?
Don't know.
No?
Use take off the custom scale bit.
Oh.
Oh no, that's a bad example. It's only 3 chords. They're all red.
So they're all black. But if we put it in a different
Yeah.
key
Yeah, put it in B flat maybe.
or a sharp.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Or B flat.
Yeah, great. And if you use flats up there. Cool. So if you wanted to play this on a curd in this key, we wouldn't have quite all the notes we need. So you can see that that second chord, we don't have all the notes to make E flat major. We need an E flat, and we need a G, and we need a B flat. We don't have an E flat. The curd only has an E. So we need to borrow one to make that chord. Do you want to play that one? Mm-hmm.
This note.
That's it. So if Amy doesn't play anything, I only play 2 notes because it's red. But now we have that memory of that missing note. 2. When I play, you'll notice that you fill it in. Oops. Like our ears are so clever. This is what I'm more talking about, how clever our ears are. If I had a t-shirt, it should be your ears are so clever.
That's a great shirt.
Should do earrings. So, and that's kind of answers a question someone else asked, which is which 2 pans, if you're going to get 2 pans to work together, then something like an E sub I and a D major work really well together. So can I play Twinkle Twinkle with you filling in that note?
Yeah.
Would you get it up for us?
Oh, yeah.
See, this is the problem with classical musicians.
You actually need to read it.
We never know anything. Like, if I have the option to look at it, then I'm not gonna learn it. Okay, anyway, that's not really a good advert for it.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
See, it was off the page. I don't know when. So does that answer your question? When it's red, it's not a disaster. Some songs and some pans, you'll only get 1 note for that chord. And that's okay. Like, it's not ideal, but it's totally workable. And if you do know what that missing note is, you can always fill it in with another pan or another instrument. Like sometimes I play with like a pianist or whatever, and I'm like, oh, I don't have that note, so they play it.
Or sing it.
Or they sing it, yeah, exactly.
Like in Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, the melody goes to that note anyway.
Yeah.
So
Clang, clang, clang.
clang, clang, clang.
Clang, clang.
Is that what I sound like when I sing?
No.
Clang, clang, clang.
No, I mean like clang, like you're crushing it on the music theory.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Best teacher.
What does that number sign mean for the ding?
What does the
Yes, that's a kind of a best answer with a piano. Which we don't have. Or a guitar. Can you play a note like an E? That's a bad example. Like an F. That's an E.
That's an F.
That's an F. Sorry, you're right. That's an F. Now, if it's sharp, it just means it goes up by a semitone. Beautiful assistance. If it goes up by another semitone, it becomes a G. That's a fun game. If it goes up again, it becomes a G sharp, also known as A flat. Yeah, it's
A
fun.
flat.
G sharp.
So what's a sharp?
One semitone higher.
So when a note is shifted up a little bit, and they're usually the black keys. They are always the black. They're usually the black keys.
They are. Yeah, you get on some advanced music theory there
Yeah.
now. C sharp major. What?
But they are the black keys on a keyboard. The sharps and the flats.
Totally. Amazing.
Great.
Yeah, really good. Should we play another song?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Give us another tune you'd like to hear us have a go at.
Not ACDC.
Not ACDC, but thank you for your offering. Yeah, something else you'd like us to sight read. And while we're doing that, should we listen to the amazing Terry? We met Terry. Well, did you know Terry already?
No.
We met her at Pantasia.
Yeah, we did.
At the festival in LA, and it was so fun. We had such a good time, and she looked after us really well. And she's not only an amazing handpan player, but as you will see, also an incredible bassist. So enjoy.
All of these lines across my face tell you the story of who I've been. So many stories of where I've been, how I got to where I am. But these stories don't mean anything without no one to tell them to. It's true. Hey, many thanks to Handpan ChordBook. Thank you, Rosie, for making so many songs available for us to play on our handpans.
We love you, Terry.
Thanks, Terry.
It was actually awesome. Oh my gosh, I wish it was longer. I'm like, oh. Give me more, give me more. Oh, and also request, okay, Africa, Toto Africa, and also Stand By Me. I know for a fact Stand By Me will sound a lot better. So should we do Toto Africa first?
Yes.
Okay.
This is going to go really well.
Yeah, I mean, so we're definitely going to need 2 handpans for it, because as you can see, it's complex. I started making a playlist that's called Really Hard Songs, and this is on that.
Okay. Great.
I haven't
Excellent.
published that yet. So if we go on sharps again.
Sharps.
The difference between sharps and flats really doesn't matter unless you already have a bit of a music theory feeling. Okay, so we could do this 2 ways. Do you want to try it together, or you could sing it and I could have a go at it?
I want to try as well.
Great, but we need 2 pans.
We've got 2 pans.
So do you want to play the notes that are in D? On the D chord?
No, we don't need to fill in all the gaps.
That's true, we don't. I did just talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
How does this scan?
Okay, alright, we've got it. It starts there. Okay. Right. Nice and slow. Should we literally just sight read it?
That's what this website's for.
I know. 1, 2.
Are you going to sing with me?
4. I can hear the drum going tonight. She hears only whispers of some quiet conversations. She's coming in 12:35. Just go to the good bit. Go to the good bit. Oh God.
The chorus?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of red chords in here.
That's all right.
That's okay. Because there's a key change.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
No, it's not.
It's so easy to use Handpan ChordBook.
It's easy to use Handpan ChordBook, it's just not easy to sing. The ChordBook can't teach you.
I'm not going to teach you how to sing. That should be a t-shirt. Good take time.
Drive me away.
Look.
There's nothing to hurt.
But I think we could, if we just want to do the chorus, like you might just
Oh.
want to do the chorus.
Okay,
That's what we
okay.
just want to do.
Okay.
We've decided now.
So let's change the key of the chorus.
Yeah, let's use suggested key F sharp major.
How did you know that?
I just went up a tone.
Because key changes usually go up a tone.
Well, I just wanted to make that first chord something that we could play, and then we could play.
Oh, I
minor.
see. Okay.
Not trying to choose the most challenging songs, that's how you are. Gonna take a lot to drag you away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more can ever do. I'll bless the rains down in Africa. Gonna take some time to do the things you never had. Okay, let's do it again. I really confidently just launched into singing a one-note harmony. There's something that 100 men or more.
Which is exactly the one I would have gone for as
Then
well.
you have to do the tune, sorry.
What is the tune? Which is the tune?
Gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. Is that the tune?
I always sing that
Me
part
too,
whenever
okay.
I sing along.
Maybe that's the tune.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, more. Gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more can ever do. I'll bless the rains down in Africa. Down. I'll bless the rains down in Africa. Now take.
I think that was great.
I think we nailed it.
I think we nailed it.
And if that is not a lesson about just choose bits you can do and change the settings until it works. But really my intention with this website was to trick people into learning music theory.
Like
People to have all sorts of different opinions about covers. Sometimes people are like, why do we need to learn covers? Like, that's sacrilege to the handpan. And I'm like, learn stuff that you like. Like, the handpan is a joyful, amazing experience. If you want to play covers, if you want to play Africa badly, do it. I mean, if you want to play it well, do it even more. But what are we actually doing? We've just learned a really common chord progression. Could you get it back up, actually, Viv?
Yeah.
We've learned a really common chord progression, and we can play that in a bunch of different styles. Like, let's play. Oh, sorry, you did such good work. I didn't even notice.
I moved on to the next thing.
But like, we could play that exact chord progression.
What was the key?
F sharp. Play that chord progression in like a really different genre. So suppose we play it like really orchestrally, like arpeggiated.
Mhm.
3.
Beautiful.
Say, right? So what we've done is we've just learned a really nice chord progression. Like, I tricked you. You've learned something
Yeah,
there.
and you can just
Or we could do it in a completely different genre.
Mhm.
What genre should we do it in now?
reggae.
Reggae.
It's not Toto anymore.
No, like drum and bass.
Wait, how fast?
So you can play,
Beautiful.
you can use this trick, use a song you like, use a song you know, which is where Amy and I have been going wrong on this. And yeah, you will learn so much secret music theory, and soon you'll be talking to other people, talking to violinists. Like we often write songs. I mean, like literally yesterday, right? We wrote a song and we were like, chord 1, and then it's gonna be like chord 6, and then chord 5 or whatever it was. It was like D minor, B flat, C. We were like just saying chord names to each other and making music. And there's a really good way to be able to communicate. So if you're jamming with someone and you're like, now let's go. Oh, should we try it?
Right,
So you just like shout chords at each other.
Okay.
We're taking in turns to shout chords.
But I don't know the numbers.
That's okay. We can just say the letters.
Okay.
Let's start with E. You go.
A,
F sharp minor.
C sharp minor,
G sharp minor.
A,
B.
F sharp minor,
E. Oh, it's my turn. It's my turn.
yeah, C sharp minor,
F sharp minor.
A,
B flat. Oh, B. I mean.
F sharp minor,
B.
E,
We did not plan that.
That's really
It
good.
was so fun. That's such a fun game.
I like that game.
I'm going to play that with my like intermediate advanced students.
Ooh.
It's called the chord shouting game. Nobody wins, everybody loses. Okay, so somebody was asking about playing chords underneath. Yeah, so currently the website doesn't support that. Mainly because everyone's got notes in different places. Like my underneath notes are here, Amy's are in different. Well, we have similar notes, but we have them in different places, right?
Mhm.
So when I write it out, I often make chord sheets for students. If that's something you want, let me know. Offering them for a low price to help fund this website I built.
They are on the Patreon.
Yeah, you can buy ones that are not filled in yet, or you can fill in your own ones. You can buy like a template. Which I made. Yeah, I made a template that I thought maybe people will buy the template, and then I was like, what's to stop people just stealing the template and doing it for free? Like nothing, obviously. Just buy it if you want to support me, I guess. I mean, it's got a lot of useful stuff on there. It'll help you out. But wait, what was I saying? That was the worst self-plug
How
ever.
to know what bottom notes to play?
I use crosses on mine. So when I write out, I've got a method that helps you to fill out a chord sheet. So when you go through it, if you have bottom notes, you can use little crosses to show, or maybe you have these cyclops or mutant notes, you can use crosses there to show.
Like this?
Yeah, little dots or crosses. I mean, I encourage people to come up with their own methods, like if the dot or the cross doesn't work.
This
for
is
you.
your writing.
That's me. That's me, baby. What was I doing there, babe?
I don't know. What were you doing there? Figuring out my T-shirt.
I think someone had just got a brand new handpan and wanted to know some of the chords on it. But it's true, like we both now do this whenever we get a new handpan.
Mhm.
Like it's not something that I just like try and peddle to people. It's I invented it because I need it. Like I invented PanScript because I wanted a way to remember what chords I could play. So yeah, it's helpful for beginners. It's helpful for anyone who's getting to learn their new pan.
And for bottom notes, like because that's not on PanScript, because everybody's handpan is different, I would just take the time, if I wanted to start including those notes, I would take the time, to write those out and then to practice each chord as an arpeggio.
Oh. So if I just use my top notes, I've got a C sharp, but I know that I've also got a low C sharp. So firstly, I would just practice that. But then I might realize I've also got under here a G sharp. And actually, people often forget, but the ding is a part of the chord as well. when I go and play at first glance, I might be like, C sharp, I'm going to play this. Amy and I both know our pans so well that when we see C sharp, our brain automatically is like, you can also play this note as well,
Yeah.
right? So that's like the next level of learning to interpret pan script. You're having a bit of fun with the buttons there, babe. Yeah, I feel like I need to kind of make like an intermediate or an advanced guide to pan scripts, because at the moment it's like, it is for beginners, but anyone can use it. But what's the next level of challenge? Once you understand this, know that for me, C sharp means I'm going to put this note under it. For Amy, it might mean that you might have a note on this side for her. So I can't say everybody play this note, but we just need to start to learn which of these notes slot into C sharp minor. And the best way to learn is by practicing. So fun. Yeah, the bottom notes can be used like vamping. And I also, on this website, I don't at the moment include how to play, so like a strumming pattern or anything. So I've got some videos, and I'm also going to get a course coming out, which is going to suggest some different strumming patterns, some different ways to play. So I've already got one kind of a taster of what that might look like, talking about You Are My Sunshine, because as we just demoed, you can use these chords to play in a bunch of different ways. And some of them are funny, and some of them actually work. So they're all different options. Right. Any other questions, thoughts, feelings? If you want to donate money, you can. But if you don't want to donate money, that's fine. Please share this website with your friends, especially if you teach anybody or anything like that. And make videos, start to make covers. Like, I love seeing people of all levels. Like the ones that I showed, they're all like very experienced handpan players. Even if you're not, even if this is the first cover you've ever done, especially if you're not, especially if this is the first cover you've ever done, like, please do send it in, tag Handpan ChordBook. You can invite it as a collaborator, so I can like reshare it on Instagram if you want, and all those different ways. But do just have a go and put yourself out there. Pan script course on Master the Handpan. Yes, Phil. Now we're talking. We
got a team member
we got
in
in.
the comments here.
Yeah, nice. I mean, I think it's a great shout.
Yeah.
And yeah, thanks for being here. Should we play one more tune?
Yeah, one to close.
Yeah, what, Stand By Me?
Someone asked for Stand By Me at some point.
It was Phil.
Oh, it was Phil.
And yeah, thank you all for being here. Like, I was so nervous about releasing this to the world. Like, there was a bit where it was like very functionally finished for a long while, and I was like so shy, like, oh, I can't share it. And then Amy and other people were like, no, you have to share it now. Like,
it's an amazing resource as well. Like, I think it's such a, because the handpan is such a new instrument, there's so many directions that it hasn't gone yet and that it can go. And this is one of those paths that was probably inevitable at some point. You know, people are playing covers, and we need a way to make that accessible, and you figured it out, and that's amazing. And so yeah, I think it's, you have to share that with the world if you've got an idea. Or not.
And I guess you're all here, so you must quite like it, I guess.
I think it's great.
Thanks.
I think it's awesome.
So we're gonna give it a go. Again, sight reading.
In E or
Joey, or what else?
yeah, no, let's do it in E.
What you want to do in like B or something?
No, let's do it in E.
Come on, sing along at home. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. I mean, you're right. Do you want to do it in a different key?
It's quite high.
Put it in B. Put it in B.
In B.
Yeah,
Can you play in B on the sabai?
Of course you can.
Ooh.
Or F sharp, whatever. Or A, I don't know, whatever. So this is the old trial and error I was talking about.
Oh yeah.
Or A, see what sounds better, see what looks better. Because you don't need to know about music theory because you can just try all the different ones.
Well, either way, one of the chords is. But which
Yeah.
is the most important chord? Do we know?
Either. Yes, that's fine. Try that. Is that right? No, that's not right. I'm wrong key. Isn't it? No, we're just singing the wrong key.
Are we? Okay. Wait.
That's it.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see.
That's a good note, whatever that was.
It's D.
No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky that we look on should tumble and fall, or the mountain should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me.
Oops, jazz. Too much jazz.
So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me.
Yay! Thank you all for coming. Thank you for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you know how to use Handpan ChordBook now, and I hope you tell all of your mates about how to use it. Yeah, obviously check out Amy. She's also amazing if you didn't know her, but you will know her. And yeah, thanks for joining. Have a lovely Thursday. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Big love.